roulette.
Cheater roulette. I am happy to join you, Ivy Pod. We've got a wonderful race today. BajaBlood, our number 2 seed, versus Whaley, who I believe is our number 17 seed, correct?
I believe so.
This is definitely going to be a very interesting race. This is going to be standard settings for, I believe, even weeklies, which means that they're going to be starting in main engine controller with the Violet translator. Nothing else of particular note about our settings. I will say that both of our players are going to be having the new patcher setting, which means that there will be some minor tweaks. The gate that leads to GFMC is going to be starting in its down position instead of being able to... The scan post in that room basically just won't do anything, is what I'm saying. And the other notable change is that some of our puzzle solutions will be randomized as well as our items.
Which is the Gyro puzzles and the Echo puzzles will be randomized.
Yes, that's correct. And our first item is Screw Attack, of course.
No space, so we can't use it effectively at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be as helpful as it normally would be.
Next game. First hint is a joke hint. Alright.
That's probably the most Randomania sequence of events that you could possibly expect. Immediate Screw Attack and Worthless Hint. Yeah, we're currently going to be doing the Alpha Splinter fight. This is just the meta start on all of these seeds. This is what you're going to see every single runner do. Once we defeat Dark Alpha Splinter, we'll get an item, and then we will head to Temple Assembly Site. Now, it's worth noting we did not get any kind of combat items, so we're just going to be defeating Dark Alpha Splinter, mostly with Charge Beam. Technically, Screw Attack can be used here. But without Space Jump, it's not super controllable. We see that BajaBlood comes into the fight quite a bit faster, just due to some slightly better micro. This isn't going to be like a huge advantage, but it's definitely going to be a little bit of time save that he can apply throughout the run. Stuff like this really is what builds you into that lead. And our item is a Sky Temple key. Getting that very early on. That isn't really that helpful, but it is nice to see it. It's one less key that could be somewhere awful. Next, we're going to be seeing Temple Assembly Site. There are a few items here. The ledge item is of particular interest. We can't get the item in the neighboring room because we don't have a missile to pop off the door lock. That item looks very bright. No, I was just looking at the wrong place. I think that's a beam ammo expansion. Perhaps I got a bad look. BajaBlood gets this jump up. With the Screw Attack, it gets you a little bit further up. Or more accurately, lifts the bottom of your hitbox up quite a bit. Screw Attacks is a shorter hitbox. And that gets us an Amber Translator, which is extremely helpful. The translators do a lot for us. They open translator gates, which is helpful. But more importantly, in Randomania, they give us access to our hints. Each translator, which would in the base game give you a little snippet of lore, actually in this game will give you a bit of a hint as to where some items might be. You also get these key bearer hints. There's a HUD system on Accursed Lake. That's very significant. That's going to be locked behind...
More likely it's not dark, so it's either Echo or the other two translators.
Yes, that's going to be locked behind a dark beam to open the portal, a light beam to move the beam block, and we would obviously want a dark suit. Actually, I don't think we need dark suit for Accursed Lake, but we do need dark visor and seeker missiles to get to Accursed Lake and to access the flying Ean cache. And we do see a grapple beam on the Aegon elevator, which isn't particularly influential because we already have screw attack, which is just the better grapple beam. But it's definitely something. Any predictions for Mining Plaza, Ivy Paw?
I'm feeling like the Bash Special today.
The Bash Special, is that an SDK in Mining Plaza?
That's what I'm feeling.
Okay, we haven't gotten a good look yet. We'll see in a second here. That was, I believe, an Inghive key sent, which isn't very helpful.
Just a little late.
That was a space jet boots hint in... Okay.
Well, up to 3 from the Aegon Temple.
It's good that we got a second look at that. I missed it the first time around.
Yeah. I got the first one, and I didn't get the last one for the room wise away from.
Is it up to 3 rooms or exactly 3?
Up to 3.
Okay, so that could be a lot of things. That could actually just be in Aegon Temple. That could be, well, it could be Aegon Energy Controller, possibly. That could be Sand Cache. That could be Portal Access A.
Portal Access, could be mining
that could
shaft.
be, yeah, it could be Mining Station A as well. Oh, it's in Portal Access A. That simplifies things. That's a very good item to get early on. The Space Jump boots are absolutely busted in all of the Metroid Prime games. Maybe not so much in Corruption, but in all of the important Metroid Prime games, they absolutely are. And we also get a very early power bomb. This is not going to give us anything in logic. The randomizer expects you to have either the bombs or main power bombs. Oh, Morbus appears to be very, very dead. Dark Burst is a beam combo. We don't need it. And that's an important item. That's a Dark Suit. We have a really fast, absolute blitz are opening on.
Potential jet, though I might have just cursed it.
There's still a lot that we're missing, though. We don't have our bombs. We don't have our beams.
And this is out of logic because...
That's a boost ball.
That's boost.
Ooh,
okay, I was going to be sad if that was cannonball.
That's not an important item. That's not an important item yet, but it makes us a lot faster. Yeah. The fastest way to move in the Prime games is always to be morphed, because you roll a lot faster than you walk. And you don't get any upgrades that make you move faster laterally, unless you count scan dashing. That looks like a missile expansion or something in Mining Plaza, and we also missed the door there, which is a little bit suboptimal. But back to what I was saying, morphing is always the fastest way to move, and boosting just makes morph ball movement faster. So it's always an upgrade that you want to get as early as possible, even if you don't have a logical application for it. Yeah, Worm was the Dark Burst. We are still missing, like I said, our bombs and our beams. And also, because we're not allowed to do out of bounds, we logically require our supers, and seekers we really, really want. Because otherwise we would have to do a seeker skip to get into Sky Temple Gateway, which is never good. I do think BajaBlood could pull it off, but Reed Whaley will probably need to find those seekers.
Really have an issue trying to do this climb.
We are going to need like 4 power bombs to get everything. We need 2 in this room, 1 to get the item and communications area, and we need another one to break the gate that gets us into GFMC. We thankfully get a power bomb drop off of that splinter. It's very nice. And we will have enemies active in this room. We will have those splinters that hop down. Oh, and we just get another power bomb. I was going to say we could get a drop from those splinters or from the Dark Troopers that lead into the GFMC access, and the beam-related upgrade in Ing Reliquary. That's potentially important. That could be like an R Annihilator.
Well, we absolutely cannot be light, because we need light to get there.
Yes. Oh wait, we don't need a power bomb here. We have screw attack.
Yeah.
As BajaBlood very kindly demonstrated for us. Now we get to see what the GFMC item is. That's going to be an Emerald Translator. We aren't going to need to dupe that, but we are going to be very happy that we found it. Reed Whaley, meanwhile, is fighting the Sand Digger in Mining Plaza for some reason. Reminder, we do not do out of bounds in this tournament. You do not want to let the Sand Digger throw you under the map like you normally would. So I hope Reed Whaley does not attempt to do that. That is occasionally an out-of-bounds method you see, to go out of bounds and get into all sorts of messed up places. Progressive Suit, which is an item that BajaBlood already found. Yeah. That was in Sand Cache. BajaBlood is going to attempt to clip the camera through here to get a peek at the item. You can see it clipping just at the top of the screen. And that looked pretty orange to me. I don't know if I got the best look at it, but it's probably not an important item. Bombs? You think that was bombs?
I don't know. I'm going to get a good look at it, but
thinking about it now, that
because it could be, considering we have a really dark suit. We might have light suit coming up soon.
That is a very threatening possibility. And what was that? That looks like... Was that a dark beam and wind chamber? That can't be. Surely not. I must have been seeing the smoke from the Aero Pirates. I hope.
Aero Pirates fighting PB. That is...
That's going to be our first missiles of the sea. That's not logical yet. We don't have launcher. But we can use those just fine. And that is going to open up a lot of opportunities. I think that was actually beam ammo on Wind Chamber.
Not ammo, because Baja's not going for it.
Yeah, Baja's not interested. Baja absolutely... I believe there's like a standable you could do that when you combine it with Space Jump and Screw Attack would get you that item. Is that correct, Ivy Paw?
For what?
For Grand Wind Chamber.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Reed Whaley, meanwhile, is still in Mining Plaza. Reminder, you do not need Space Jump to climb this room. Reed Whaley is just trying to save a little time. And I'm afraid that is backfiring severely here. We're trying to let the Screw Attack push us just high enough, but it's not working. And meanwhile, underneath the save station is our light suit. That might have been our bombs.
Yeah.
We had the perfect Emerald Translator, the perfect Dark Suit, the perfect Light Suit, the perfect Amber Translator. Everything is pointing to that being the case, which is in FTA bombs, which is absolutely atrocious in most contexts. But because BajaBlood peaked it, this is going to be no problem. We're also going to get this item, since we're coming here anyways. Our first one of the seed. Now we have a bit of a slow moment. There was just a lot of things to talk about for the first 10 minutes of the seed, and now we're going to start getting a bit relaxed. A lot of the good items they've already picked up. We have another item here. It could be something important.
Seekers.
You know, just as I was starting to say, oh, we're done for a while, we're not going to see anything until we go back to Aegon, I guess. Randovania has an interesting relationship with me.
What if it's on bomb? Actually, no, it can't.
That does mean that any hints we see for missile-related upgrades are now going to be just a missile expansion. Nothing of value. Because that's the only missile-related upgrade we care about. I guess we also care about launcher in sort of an abstract sense, because it tells us more about the logic of the seed. But we don't actually care enough to go and get it, most of the time. Besides, Seeker actually counts as the logical launcher. Even though we wouldn't have a way to access it without missile launcher, we can conclude that anything that would require Seekers just assumes that we have the ability to shoot missiles. And yes,
Yeah.
that is our bombs in Fortress Transport Access. Incredible. Absolutely phenomenal seed so far. BajaBlood has been playing this flawlessly. Really couldn't have routed this better. Still, there's a lot of seed left to go. We don't have any of our SDK hints. We've only found one of our keys. And we're still beamless. Though at this rate, I don't imagine that'll be for long. BajaBlood is most likely going to return to Aegon. There's a small possibility that we check Hive Chamber B, but it wouldn't really be that economical. Oh, I stand corrected. BajaBlood wants to get it while we're here. BajaBlood, to my recollection, did not fight Bomb Guardian, so we will not be able to fight DMT. Unless I'm just completely misremembering the last 15 minutes.
Yet.
Okay, so that means that we will have to come back if we want to fight the Dark Missile Trooper, who does guard and hide it. This might also be a play for the Key Bearer hint here. We're going to get it while we're here. We see a little bit of a standable on that red blob. Very nice. It's a beam-related upgrade in Defiled Shrine. And we're going to be seeing Hall of Honor dead. We do have Seekers, so we can access this trivially. And we do thankfully have enough missiles.
And they don't miss. Okay, good. Oh, we do have the shit.
Is that a super missile? That's a super missile on Hall of Honor dead.
That's a okay. What does it say? I can go get hints right now.
Baja does not have beams to go get hints. We can't open a portal.
Yeah, right.
There are no scan terminal portals or permanently open portals that lead to Sky Temple grounds. All of them are portals that we have to actually charge with a beam.
Right.
So we currently need either the Dark Beam or the Annihilator Beam to go get our hints. But that, I believe, is the final requirement. It is absolutely incredible how fast Baja is playing this and how much he's reading this seed like a book. F-Junk Dump, we can't gamble for suits. We already found all of them. It's too late. It's too late. You missed your window.
So you could gamble for beams if you choose. That's still in play.
I'm going to say Dark Beam is on Aegon Energy Controller. Reed Whaley, meanwhile, is still in Mining Plaza. I really don't get it. You can climb this room, NSJ. It's the intended way to get up when you're going to Aegon for the first time. You do not have to space jump at this point. I didn't see what Hive Chamber B, or I saw it and I don't remember it, but it wasn't something important. Oh, we don't have missiles.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out. I was very confused. I apologize to Reed Whaley. Still, I do question committing that hard. I know, obviously, this is, this is not the NBA Finals. This isn't a hyper-competitive event. We are trying to improve as players, even mid-game. So I understand the rationale behind wanting to stick here until you make it. Wait, was that in logic?
Yes,
I thought that was out of logic.
Scanner.
We will be rewarded with the space jump.
Oop, they're meant to have each other. There's a bomb hit.
Reed finds the dark suit. Meanwhile, BajaBlood heads into Crossroads. We will get an item peak, but oh, we do have that's light beam. We do have the boost ball, so we can just go grab that. That's our light beam. That means that dark beam is still at large, but there's not a lot of places it can be. Well, okay, there are a few, but dark beam is like one of is the more blocking of the beams. There's not as many places that we can go without dark beam as we can go without light beam.
Backpack and broom closet. Okay.
Of course. Well, where else do you store all of the
So launch.
all of the Drano?
So our main missiles either in Drum Guardian or Transfer Center.
Wait, have we seen our main missiles? I don't think we have yet, right?
No, we haven't.
Main missiles on Jump Guarding. That's an interesting bet. I'm gonna take you up on that. I'm gonna bet 5 imaginary Twitch points that main missiles are here. I'm not betting my actual Twitch points. I'm just betting imaginary, fake ones.
Deleting. Where's Transfer Center?
Well, there goes my points. Well, actually, they don't go anywhere because I never had them, but... We do run out of missiles, so we need to find some drops to blow off the other super lock. Because there's obviously the super lock that gets you into Hazing Cliff, and then there's the other super lock between Hazing Cliff and Battlegrounds. So if we want to go to that section of the map, we do need 5 more missiles. And there's the second super lock. And it looks like the Hazing Cliff item is not a missile, but thankfully we did get some drops. Yeah, we're in doomed entry now. We did cross from one half of A gun to the other. Doomed entry will contain an item, but we don't want it. I didn't see which item it was. Reed, meanwhile, obtains the Emerald Translator and is going to get the news about bombs pretty shortly if he decides to peek. We will be able to just go get Feeding Pit, which turns out to be an energy transfer module. That's going to be one of, I believe, 4? I was told there were 4 in every seed, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't checked, unfortunately. And there was a missile expansion in Doomed Entry. We are out of light beam ammo. That's going to make things slightly inconvenient for a while. But we'll get some light ammo drops soon, I'm sure. There's 5 light ammo. Meanwhile, Reed gets the first missile expansion of his seed.
Nope, tires are playing nice with rain.
And now we head back to Light Agon. Now that we've defeated the Jump Guardian, the item on the GFMC ship will appear. So if we choose to go back there, we will have another item to do. But it wouldn't be the best idea right now. We still have a lot of work left to do in Agon. Especially with all of these items. At the very least, we would want to do a Bomb Guardian before going back, because that item spawns Dark Missile Trooper, which I mentioned earlier. That's also in Temple Grounds. We don't want to do one without the other if it can be avoided. We have bombs, we have Space Jump, and there's no reason not to do Bomb Guardian.
Seeing the tourist fly from Baja.
Does Reed know about bombs in FTA, or did he not do the camera clip?
I do not think he did the camera clip.
Underground Tunnel has nothing this seed. I was getting my hopes up. I thought that was a Dark Beam. It was not. It was a Dark Ammo expansion. What about the hint, though? The hint could make up for it. The Dark Beam hint! There's always progression in Underground Tunnel. That's what they say. They were right. They were gosh darn right. I almost said a rude word, but I did not.
Escape, Grove. Escape 1.
That's a red key on Meditation Vista. Dark Agon key. We did get our hint that Amorphous was dead, and I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything of note being in Mining Plaza. I'm pretty sure it was junk. So I'm gonna assume that that key is not one that we want. So far, the seed is really shaping up just spectacularly for BajaBlood. That's another red key, though. Hopefully that's another one of our Aegon keys, or maybe an Inghive key. We do not want Torva's keys. We don't know what Chica has in store for us yet, I believe. Power Bomb. The main Power Bomb is in Storage B. Oh, there's our Dark Beam. Oh yeah, we just got it hinted to us. Goldfish memory, I'm sorry. This is why I don't play the seeds. Video game. There was an item in this room. Me finding the item? Oh, what a pleasant surprise.
Love of the game has a hint that tells you about the item that's in the exact room it's hinted in.
It's an SDK in the portal chamber. Get a key bearer hint. It's a key. And that's a power bomb expansion. We have a gravity boost. We could get that if we wanted it. BajaBlood was for a second going to do the air underwater, and then remembered that he had the gravity boost. We're seeing a save here. This could be a save warp to check hints. We have Dark Beam now, so we can go get hints.
Yeah.
Oh, just taking a safety save for?
He's going to hints. He's just going this
Oh, way. Okay. I'm used to people save warping for hints, but we started in main energy controller. Yeah, this is probably better.
Yeah.
Read Whaley, meanwhile, picks up the Seekers.
It's like 1 or 2 less rooms.
Yeah, I guess I'm just used to landing site start.
Yeah.
Major upgrade in Crossroads, that was our light beam. BajaBlood is going to need a missile drop. We're going to need at least 10 missiles. Ideally, we have like 11. We're also going to get this hint here while we're in the area. We didn't get this when we were doing Hall of Honor Dead. It's going to be our Torvus key hints. I believe that was Torvus Sank and Dark Torvus. Is that what you saw, Ivy Paw?
The Torvus keys hits was Aegon, Torvus, and Sky Temple Grounds.
Thank you. I totally misread that. That appears to be a ball behind that Seeker lock. We need Dark Visor, however, to lock onto those Seeker targets.
Reed staring at the bombs.
Reed finally acquired the bombs in Fortress Transport Access. That is a really bad place for bombs to be. It's not at all surprising that it took so long. It would take me at least 50 minutes to get those. Probably closer to a 70, honestly. And now we get our hints. We turn in 2 Sky Temple keys. We have another 7 still up in the air. One of them could be in Dark Torvus Lagoon. I don't remember if that's the actual room name. It probably isn't. Storage A. Main energy controller. That's Tumos. Right? Hydro chamber storage. Okay, that's Alpha Blog. Torvus energy controller. Okay. Under Temple.
PB Guardian, potentially.
50-50. A vault.
Okay.
That was pretty rubbish. Pretty rubbish.
Yes, we do. We do need another none.
Baja Blood takes an intentional death. Remember, that was a pivot save we took earlier, so this
Yeah.
is the fastest way to get us back to it. We could also have reset the game, but that actually is a little bit slower because we have to wait for all of the logos and the idents and whatnot. That's an echo visor and abandoned worksite. That's really nice.
That's for a bridge, but yeah.
Forgotten Bridge. I get them mixed up. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Very nice screw attack. That's a really fast way to deal with that. There are a few different methods. Charged light shot is probably one of the better ones, but screw attack absolutely destroyed them. And then we usually switch to dark beam for this, since 2 taps from the dark beam is exactly enough damage to kill a normal space pirate. We did see a missile there. That was something that we typically do if we're worried one of the dark shots may miss. The uncharged dark beam shots, their big weakness is that they don't have any kind of tracking and they move very slowly. So it's very possible for an enemy to avoid them. Especially at range. You can see that the pirate was basically on the other side of Torvus Temple. Reed Whaley misses the quick kill on the Guardian. Wait, no, I think that just about did it. Annihilator Beam is an Ing Hive, which is a very good hint. We will need the Annihilator Beam to complete the seed.
We don't have a quad hint yet, do we?
Quad hint? Not yet.
The Annihilator Beam could be vanilla on quad.
That would be absolutely dreadful. Quad is dead, but I think we still have a key on. We have a key on 2 most.
Most, yeah.
BajaBlood going through the frog room, activating this boost spinner, and now we're going to go on to the Dark Torvus. Thankfully, we have enough powerbomb expansions to destroy both of those door caps and get the item without any refills. However, the light suit is causing us to take a bit of a dip here, which isn't actually helpful in any way. If we didn't have the light suit, we would just be floating on top of the dark water. But the light suit lets you go for a
You gotta help that Baja there. We're supposed to get toward the door.
That is true. And now we're going to get the SDK and portal chamber that we saw earlier. Unless we already got this one. No, we didn't. There it is. That's a missile expansion. Not too helpful. We're at 45 at this point, so we don't really need more missile expansions than what we have. We're at a pretty comfortable number. Obviously, we can still use missile expansions occasionally if we just want them as a refill, but in terms of our actual capacity, we're fine. Ooh, what's that? Oh, that's just an energy tank. We will get to fight the Boost Guardian, though. We have one power bomb, so that's one try. That looks pretty good. And it is. BajaBlood does boost into the pillar. Those pillars, when destroyed, drop an Ultra Energy, which gives us a little health refill while we're waiting for the boss to finish dying. Normally, those pillars get destroyed by the Boost Guardian during the fight, but your Boost Ball works on them just as well. They always drop energy, so it's always helpful.
It's going to do labs, which we didn't see much of.
Yeah, labs will give us some new items that we haven't seen before. If Dark Vice are here, that could potentially be pretty significant. It's an ETM. Delightful.
For knowledge, yeah, I think it's just smarter, but we need to figure out where an Islander is in Ninghive.
And that was an Aegon key the whole time. Not at all important. I mean, who knows? Maybe we really want that Dark Burst. Reed Whaley is losing a little bit of health to the lasers, but we should be pretty much fine. Chica is dead. That's a weight off of our shoulders. That means we do have to do quad, but the other two major bosses are completely dead. We don't need to worry about any of our red keys this game. We have all the items we need to skip quad. Or rather, to skip the gate for the quad fight. So we don't have to worry about E5 keys at all. That's very, very relieving. We are in lower Tortoise now, which is a bit more of a relaxed part of the game. It's probably like sort of where the game gets its most puzzly. What was that hit? That looked like an important hit. Something is on ATS. A visor. That's got to be our dark visor, surely. That's huge. Dark visor is one of the things that we were missing. That's locking our spider ball currently. And the only other items that we could possibly want are Annihilator and maybe Cobalt. Spider was in Dark Aegon. It was behind that one Seeker lock that you need Dark Visor for. War Ritual Grounds. Thank you, Fabian. Did I say Dark Aegon? I meant Sky Temple Grounds. Oh, you're right. That might have been Cannonball. We're not sure at this point. That is a possibility. We're going to be going to ATS immediately. We are beelining it. We want this Dark Visor, and here it is.
I made Cobalt and a Curse Lake.
Indeed. Very good observation. It almost slipped my mind that we had a HUD system and a Cursed Lake. And we actually have everything we would need to go get that if we wanted it now.
Yeah.
Which means that that's just another uncertainty off of our tracker. Now at this point, all we can think about, or we can worry about, is Annihilator, which we do need, and the Spider Ball. Okay, our notes taker went back to the War Ritual Grounds footage. Apparently, that is indeed a spider ball. So that is pretty notable. Now, during the fight with Quadraxis, which we do need to do to complete the seed, the final segment of the fight, Quadraxis' skull essentially becomes a big magnetic spider track, and you have to roll around to get 2 little bomb slots that are planted on the back of his skull. But it is possible to get onto his skull and to morph and to get into those bomb slots without the spider ball. So it's kind of it's very interesting to think about. Baja might actually go for a spiderless quad. It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. We're already up to 5 STKs. We don't want to go back and forth if we can help it. So I think we might actually see that. BajaBlood is not going to be attempting a spiderless quad today, it would appear. We are going to go get that spider ball. We're likely also going to get the cobalt while we're here. There's a good chance, at least. We still need Annihilator, and those cobalt ints could potentially help us find it. We do have a quad hint. A quad is guarding an energy tank, but Tumos is one of our SDKs, so we do need to defeat quad. So we know it's not a vanilla Annihilator beam. Not this seed, at least. There's our spider. BajaBlood is out of missiles. But we will get a refill at the ship.
Oh. We had a DNF from Reed.
Oh?
His machine just hard crashed.
Oh, that's a real shame. Baja Blood might choose to play this seed out. We aren't too far from finishing. Reed is going to attempt to see if they can get the thing to start again. And will attempt to play on if they do manage to do that. That's our 6th Sky Temple key for Baja.
Yeah, if we missed it, Leno, Reed's machine hard crashed. He's gonna try to attempt to reboot it back, but we'll see. Oh.
There's Annihilator. That, I believe, is our go mode.
There it is.
That's our go mode.
Nope. Like, Reed is able to get back in. We can load him back up. Or he's probably going to lose a lot of progress because of that.
Alright, we have our quad fight incoming. Spider Jam. Not a lot to comment about here. This part is mostly just waiting for Quad to allow you to deal damage to it, which is not very fun. This is just kind of how Metroid Prime games are. The bosses, there can be a lot of mechanical depth to them, but they do have a lot of auto-scrolly elements to them in Metroid Prime, where they might not in the 2D Metroid games. That's just kind of because the sort of the core meat of the gameplay is more in the exploration and the sort of the puzzle solving. So when you already know all the solutions, it gets a little bit stale. That's phase 2 complete. This is the phase that we wanted Spider Ball for, now that we're coming up on. And we needed both to climb up the legs and to latch onto the back of Quad's head. We won't be able to use that leg, we made it just a little bit too slow. We're gonna have to wait for him to circle over. Alright, that's one of the bomb slots. We've got 2 more. Or 1 more, I mean. 2 in total.
Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah.
And very well done.
If the tracker thing wants to for them.
And now we are going to, of course, do the energy. Now we just have to take care of some chores. Let's see, were there any other major headache locations? We didn't get Dynamo Works again, did we?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's just Under Temple and
Under Temple and Hydro storage.
Storage, yeah.
Right. So it's just a quick trip to Lower Torvis.
Nope, okay. Because Bob wanted to see O'Leary first before giving him his energy back.
And now we want to go to the Torvis energy controller. This is probably... Oh? Am I missing something? Can we not do that?
What?
I thought we were going to use the energy controller fast travel.
We need to go visit the most.
Oh, right. Okay, I got the order of operations wrong. My bad.
Yeah. Step a little too ahead.
Yeah.
Yep.
The route here is pretty straightforward at this point. We are just going to take a save warp to main energy controller after we get these 2 keys.
Yeah.
Pedro dead.
Nope. That was a very unfortunate fall. Reed Whaley browsing some concept art for our amusement. I really like that one of Emperor Ring. That one looks awesome. Now we're going to do Hydra Storage. Alright, SDK 4. Now we take a save warp and finish the game.
BajaBlood. Get the last key and go for the boss. There's the wart. Go last key. Having fun scanning the mouse. Say what you did.
Heading to Sky Temple Gateway now. That was a very good power bomb. We did miss that tendril, but that's not a big deal. Got this last one, and boom, EI3 incoming. Times it almost, that was like a good timing, but we did miss the actual hitbox. The laser is just throwing us off a bit. We did get a pretty juicy hit there. There we go. Now, we're just gonna hope that we don't get centered. Oh, that was absolutely flawless. You could not have asked for a faster Dark Samus 3.
Enough right now.
Thank you to our wonderful tracker for marking BajaBlood as done. While we're waiting to get our runners in, let me put the links in the chat where you can follow them. Oh, never mind, I'm not logged in. Hello, welcome to the chat.
It,
We are currently joined by Reed Whaley, and BajaBlood has just joined as well. Congratulations, BajaBlood.
Thank you. GG's, Reed.
I am really sorry about the hardware issues. I know that's always a bit of a bit unfortunate when you can't finish your seed properly, especially when it's just out of your control. In terms of questions, our tracker, Dark Foes, put some in the chat. Baja, there's apparently this inbound quad skip out I haven't heard much about. Did you know that you could do that? And is there any particular reason that you chose not to, if you did?
If I was desperate enough, I would have gone for it. But yeah, it's a soft lock risk. I hadn't saved in a while, and I was pretty confident I was ahead, so I didn't think it was ever going to cost me to just fight quad.
Yeah, good news, you were way ahead.
Yeah, sorry to hear about the tech issues. That is unfortunate.
There's a combination of tech issues and Z-axis and mining plaza not wanting to cooperate with me at all.
Yeah, Reed Whaley spent a very long time in mining plaza.
He spent like
16 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was not a fun night for me at Z-axis.
It was definitely a struggle. Like, for a second I was just completely forgetting that that was literally the only thing you could do, that you didn't have the missiles to knock down the bridge. Just kind of slipped my mind. I apologize for that to the viewing audience. I'm a big dumbhead.
That is the worst possible way to get through that roof, so it's understandable.
Yeah, it's definitely not something that I can blame you for. I wouldn't do much better. Anyways, really, BajaBlood, you played the seed pretty much perfectly. You could not have finished this faster. 1 hour 20, but it felt like it was a 1 hour and 5 almost. It just was over with so quickly.
Yeah, it was crazy how front loaded so many of the items were. Yeah, like even with keys being slightly bad. I mean, not even slightly bad. It was like just 2 mouses bad.
Oh, we had 2 most too. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to confirm. Okay, yep, launcher on ship. I was pretty sure it had to be there. That's
Launcher
That's
was
so
on
bad.
ship.
Launcher on the GFMC
So the
ship
other
is
two were missing with
so bad.
room and cannon.
And with Seekers are being missile launcher line, so that meant that was your logical missile.
Thoughts on bombs and FCA.
Yeah, bombs
Well,
and FTA. Baja peeked it with the camera clip, so it didn't sneak up on him at all.
But yeah, you have to circle GFMC twice to get bombs, to go to jump Guardian and fight him, to go back to the ship to get missiles. So you have to go to GFMC 3 times to get missile launcher.
Yeah.
If that's not an intro to the state tournament for me, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, I lucked into bombs because I was at that point. It was like 20 minutes of mining plaza. Awesome. I'm gonna start doing checks I know Baja's not gonna do first. So as soon as I got light suit, I literally went all the way back around to GFMC and went and got bombs on accident and just stared at it for a second, like, "Hi."
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Sonic Boom was vanilla.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Syncast too.
Night. Port chamber light, hydro chamber storage, vault. Yeah. Oh man.
It was Rel, Portal Chamber, Albert's, Blog, Torvus Energy.
Supers. You didn't find supers. Those were in Hall of Honor Dead.
I was almost there. That's where I was heading. I guess my stream never did catch back up.
Yeah, really didn't.
I think when it just stopped at just after you beat German Guardian.
Yeah, we're almost to the crash point, like right here.
So it was just an issue with your computer, your GPU messing up?
Yeah, I'll throw an actual picture in our Discord of what it did, because I did snap a photo of it going, well, that's fun. But yeah, I mean, pure and simple GPU went.
Okay, so it wasn't a game crash then?
No. I just posted it in tournament discussion.
All right, well, I think I will have a look at that now. Ooh, yeah, that looks pretty nasty. It's just basically the screen is split into 3 horizontal weird bars, and there's a bunch of sort of like this ghosting effect as like different colored segments are like vertical. It's very
it's bad.
Weird. It is not the kind of image the computer was designed to present. I will say that.
No. Oh man, sad.
Anyways, that was definitely a very, very fun race to watch, even if it wasn't as competitive as we might have liked. But are there any final comments?
Yeah, I mean, no notes. Yeah, that seed played about as well as it could have for me. Only, I think it was strictly a mistake for me to get Vault when I did. I forgot that I was going to need to take the Volt Attack portal again later. So that was just like 20 seconds of time loss for no reason. Otherwise, played pretty conservatively, thinking I could spend a little bit of execution advantage to be more through. I don't think I would have always done Hall of Honor Dead or like Boost Guardian. I probably would have skipped all of those. So I would have been later to Supers, which would have been a little awkward. But no, everything just kind of fell into my lap.
Yeah, good news. You had time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to workshop that with you, Reed.
Yeah, it may be heat. I need to take this thing apart and redo everything.
Yeah, you'll have a little bit of time. We got this. We got the rest of the week. Speaking of tomorrow, we do have 3 races on Thursday. One will be at 5 p.m. between Mighty Caesar 37 and Lucarius Lion. One will be at 6 p.m. Eastern, Xeno Wars versus Mr. Miguel. And one will be at 8:30 p.m. featuring Yoaz is Grass versus Adraxis. I'm sorry, that is the name that they typed. I have to read it out as it is written. Well, do you guys stream often on Twitch?
Mostly just races.
Yeah, anymore it's pretty much just races. I try to if I have time, but we'll see if I can get back into it. But yeah, we try.
Right. I would drop your links in the chat, but I'm logged out of Twitch and I don't want to go through 2-factor while we're on call. Anyways, I think that is most of what we want to cover. Any last words?
No, GG's, Baja. That from just looking at the time and where the keys were, you must have played that spectacularly. So, GG's, congratulations.
Yeah, GG's. Good luck in the future rounds. Thanks, Pierre and Ivy, for coming for us tonight.
Yep.
Much love.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody.